What's up, everybody? Welcome to Van Chats presented by Forella Events. I'm Justin along with Anthony and Tony, and we're so excited to bring this first episode that has been long in the making here. And yeah, we're pumped to be here. What you guys can expect here is just a ton of value that we want to provide to the wedding industry. We're going to be going over tips, tricks, our experiences, what we've learned in the past 15 years of being in this industry. We also plan on bringing other photographers, videographers, vendors to be a part of this series here in the future. And this is really the birthplace of it. This is episode 1. So thanks for joining and welcome, guys. Welcome to the first episode of Van Chat. So this has been a long time coming. We've just been busy, but now we finally got a weekend off here, middle of July, to record our first podcast here. So
hyped.
Yeah, welcome both Anthonys. So we got Anthony and Tony, so we don't get them confused.
We did that in unison.
But
How did you meet Tony? Because I know we've known each other for a minute, but how did you meet this guy?
Yeah, so I met Tony because we were growing pretty quickly in the DJ world, and I wanted to get some behind the scenes footage for just our company to kind of show how we do things. So put an ad out on Indeed, and he applied there, and it was funny. I didn't first time ever hiring a videographer, so like I think I called you, right? I called you, I asked a few questions.
No, it was an Indeed message that you sent me.
An Indian message?
No,
Indeed.
Indeed.
It wasn't a scam. It wasn't a scam.
So it's funny you say that. So I got scammed right before I met Justin, so I was a little skeptical about the whole Indeed thing. But no, you messaged me and was like, hey, I just got a few questions. Let's hop on a call. Sure. And I was like, all right, that's a little bit more authentic, and then you asked me to meet you at Gem Theater. I'm like, okay, that's not authentic anymore. That's kind of weird.
I want to see a movie.
Yeah, exactly. So no, I showed up and then we instantly clicked on your vision, what I seen. And I think it was that walk down shot when you were coming down the stage. Mm-hmm. And then we just kind of flowed from there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, dude, I remember thinking too, I was like, man, I talked to this dude on the phone. I don't even know what he's going to show up in. And like, this is like a pretty fancy wedding.
Of course. So, I didn't show up in blue jeans.
No. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But no, like he showed up and we just instantly clicked. And I remember like, so weird. Like that first walking down the stair shot, we got it like first take.
Yeah.
And I've never really done that before.
Yeah. I remember that shot.
Yeah.
It's a solid shot.
Yeah. We did a couple more, 2 or 3 more.
You always need safety.
Yeah.
You always need safety with video.
So got that shot, did a whole behind the scenes thing. And then, that's how we met. And then, I mean, what he produced was just like mind blowing. And so it was essentially like a wedding highlight film. And
what was mind blowing is the music, because I didn't know how you were as a DJ. I've worked with multiple DJs, before that point, but there was a shot where I was upstairs and it was looking down on the stage and then the dance floor, and it was a little older people, older white people, and they were dancing on the floor. Usually they're like sitting at the tables or talking to each other. No, you had that dance floor packed, and I think they had the Spartan.
Yeah, they had Sparty
mascot there too.
Your favorite,
which was
mascot.
Yeah. But then like you even made that joke that there was a guest that wanted you to play the Michigan song when they came out.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And you like played the Michigan song and you're like, oops, because the bride and groom were from State.
Yeah.
So they're like, wait, what's going on with that? And then you hopped into the Michigan State fight song and then brought out the Spartan. And, it was really fun. It was a cool crowd.
Yeah.
Wait, so that was the first time you guys worked together?
Yeah.
Was that?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, it's like you've been here forever, man. Like,
yeah, it feels like home.
It is
short
home.
amount of time.
It is home, bro. And you're stupid genius when it comes to the films, bro. Yeah, man, I'm glad to have you here, bro. You make what we do look way cooler.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
guys do cool shit. It's just filming it from that perspective, from the guest perspective, from anybody's perspective.
Yeah.
But
So we did that one, right? And then I can't remember from there if it was, hey, we're getting asked about film a lot. Should we combine and have you offer?
no, I think we did a few.
We did a four.
Then I shot with him.
All the rust.
Oh yeah, and that's when you guys first
That's when
met.
we first met. Yeah. I was like, this guy's sick.
Once
Yeah.
again, you're like, meet this random dude. At the spot. I'm like, all right, the first time worked.
I'm the random dude.
Yeah. But,
Yeah,
no, it was cool. It was different.
I remember that red tie. That's when you had a red tie on for that one. That was
Yes,
before we
dude,
got
red
official.
tie post Forella blue. Yes,
Yep.
red tie, gray suit,
Yep.
about 50 pounds heavier.
That is the only shot we have of a Forella DJ in a red tie. That's the only shot we have. That just
Rare.
came to mind.
Yeah. Need to update that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we could just use AI and turn the red tie to a
Probably could.
to a Forella blue tie. We'll be straight, good to go. And how long have we been working together, man? Like, I feel like I've known you for 100 years, but
Yeah.
how did I officially become? I really don't remember how I officially became a Forella Events.
I don't really either. Just kind of
DJ.
naturally flowed. I mean, when we first met was at
Yeah, what was that event?
Bayside. It was Bayside.
Okay.
Yeah, I was DJing. It was either their 4th of July or Memorial Day party that they were having. It's not Bayside anymore. I forget.
Walled Lake, somewhere in Walled
Yeah,
Lake.
right on the restaurant right on the water in downtown Walled Lake. Have you ever been there to that one? I don't know.
I'm not familiar with that area.
But yeah, I was DJing there. Kevin Cermak. Shout out Kevin
Shout out
Cermak.
Cermak.
He was a promoter for that, and I was DJing. That was like right when EDM trap music was blowing up, and I remember playing one of those tracks, and you came up and be like, "What is this?"
Dude, I have the track. I'm gonna have to get it for this to play it over it, but I do have the track.
Dude.
It's on my computer somewhere. I'd have to like look it up, but yeah, he dropped this crazy song, and just during a time when DJs weren't playing anything interesting, or if they were playing like the trap stuff, it was like
Not
the
a
most-
Bayside.
not a Bayside for sure, not a Bayside off the water. But yeah, I didn't want to be that guy, but I definitely walked right up to him and was like, "This song is awesome. What is this song?" And usually people are just like, it's like DJ etiquette. You don't just walk up to DJ.
Oh
and
yeah.
say, be up in the screen, but I just
Yeah.
something told me I gotta chat with this dude, and I'm glad because I don't know, 10, 15 years or so later, we're
Yeah.
out here still doing stuff.
Yeah, that
so.
was 13-ish years. And so,
Crazy.
yeah, I honestly can't even remember the first time. I think we were probably doing some club gigs together first. I don't know.
I know you were.
Yeah.
I know you were. I don't know if I did any club gigs with you, but I know like you were doing like the teen clubs and stuff back in the day.
Yeah. Well, I eventually got you into electricity. I remember
Yes.
that.
Okay. So we did, but we didn't get it. We only DJ'd like once or twice there.
Yeah.
Together, and that was
Mhm.
for like
Yeah.
the show.
I think that's
big
what it
event.
was. I was doing weddings and I was like, dude, I need someone to fill in for me at electricity. And yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
We started
Yep.
doing like the outside
Yeah, the patio.
patio stuff. But no, man, definitely crazy. And it really started off music, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
went to his house. Like after I met him at the show where he's playing his great music, I'm like, well, what are you into music wise? And he's like, well, I actually make music. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
what? Because I've always wanted to make music, but didn't really know how to go about it. It's like, here's Ableton. But yeah, we started making music when your daughter was like,
Yeah, dude.
A
When
baby?
Lyra, yeah.
Is it the cheerleading music you made? Is that what
No.
you're referring to?
No.
Oh, okay. It's like, okay.
whole
we
different
got
era,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
Whole different era. No, like I went to his house and we just I would bring samples over.
Mhm.
I'd be like, oh, I found all these weird, obscure samples, and he'd be like, all right, here's a keyboard, and we just like we
Yeah.
spent hours just
Mhm.
making stuff. It's still there. I still have it all downloaded, all the weird random beats that we made. But then life happened, weddings happened,
Yeah.
kid grew
Mhm.
up, everything
Yep.
was just kind of moving.
Everything like moved to weddings.
It all moved to weddings.
Kind of naturally moved there.
Mhm.
And that's, I think we really started going heavy in the wedding scene 2017-ish. And then it was like me,
2017. That's why
Yeah.
it says 17 right here.
you. Yep.
Yep.
So that was like, yeah, that was the pinnacle year where like, yeah, we're going all in on weddings. At least I was. I don't know if you were there yet.
No, I was going all in on weddings when the pay reflect. Weddings pay better than the clubs and bars, guys. I hate to
Yeah.
break it to you, but
Mhm.
something that's a lot more rewarding.
Yeah.
And really just, it takes up your whole entire day. But like when someone comes up to you after a wedding and they're like, oh my God, you just made our entire day. And we can't imagine like what it'd be like without you.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that at the club and bar.
No.
Often.
No.
So we
never.
It was all in on weddings.
It was kind of cool too, though, because like I remember getting asked at the bars and clubs, like, do you do weddings?
Weddings, yeah.
And like, cause
happened last night.
really,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Happened last night,
dude, yeah. And so it's like they have a nice lead source, but we kind of got known for that club and bar style DJing at weddings.
You also have that opposite, because we just got asked a couple weeks ago at Kate and Vince's wedding, like, do you guys play outside of weddings? And you're like, yeah, the rail yard we play during the week. So it's like that that back and forth you guys have from weddings to clubs and then clubs back to weddings.
I was with your bride. Like I was
Oh,
with your
yeah,
bride.
that was
the
insane.
day before her wedding. She was out partying, the day before the wedding. And I was like, Kate, shout out to Kate, bro. She was on our TikToks, watching our TikTok lives. And then Justin actually DJ'd the wedding. So yeah, she was at Rail Yard the night before. And I didn't really recognize her, but she was like, hey, you're the TikTok live guy. And I was like, what? She's like, Kate. And I was like, oh, Kate. And she's like, Justin's doing my wedding tomorrow. I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, we just kind of hung out, and it's really cool. But we brought that to the wedding space.
Yeah.
Like you said, we brought the club and the bar feel to the wedding space, but still has the polish, right?
Yes,
So,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, that's really what a wedding is. It's a classy event, so it's like you got to keep it nice and classy on the front end, right? And then later on, we got lawnmowers going.
We got
on,
lawnmowers.
guys.
Dude, we are in the back of a truck, just so you know.
So yeah, we called it Van Chats
So we're in the
for a
middle.
reason.
Yeah. Why are we doing this in the van again? What was the reasoning behind doing this in the van? We had so many choices.
When you get done with the event, you're on your way back in the car, in the van, and you're just talking about the event. You're talking about what happened, the crazy things that we've seen, especially in these last couple of years. But then you're just like going through it. So we thought it'd be a good space to have the van chats. So we named it Van Chats. We sat in the back of a van with lawnmowers and just in the driveway.
Yeah, we didn't think about a Saturday in the country.
No.
All right. So if you weren't doing weddings, if you weren't shooting weddings, what would you be doing outside of Forella Events? So, what is your life like outside of Forella Events when you're not shooting weddings and you're not DJing weddings? What are you doing on a day to day?
I mean, it's getting to the point now where like I'm not DJing as much. So like outside of weddings, I'm really just working on the business. Okay. Training and getting people. But like if the question is like, what would I be doing if Forella Events like wasn't a thing? Like, I don't know.
Sure, that's a question. Yeah, that's a question. Can you imagine what you'd be doing if Forella Events?
I really can't, dude. I really can't. Like, I mean, I feel like it would just be named a different company.
Yeah,
Forella
you would be
Events
doing
didn't
this in some
exist.
way.
Like, it would just be named something different. It's really hard to imagine. I mean, gosh, I don't know. Yeah, probably. I can't imagine doing anything else but this.
Same.
But yeah, outside of Forella Events, I mean,
Yeah, what do you do to have fun? do you have fun?
This is fun to him.
Yeah.
Work is fun.
Yeah, no, it is fun. That's the cool thing about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all family men, right?
Sure.
So like, love spending time with them. Hit the beach on a random Thursday, so that was fun. In the summer, hitting the beach, going fishing, gardening, dude. Like, that's crazy to say. Like, I never thought I'd reach that age where
he's an
gardening was
outdoorsman,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
Look, this guy's an outdoorsman. When we're outside, I let him lead and go in front because he can tell me, what this animal is or what that plant is. Don't touch that. I'm not an outdoors guy, but no, he's out here
chasing snakes.
Bro, we were out in the wilderness one day, man, and he saw a snake. Now I decided to naturally go the other way, and he walked into the snake pit, bro. So like, no, you're definitely different, but. No, man. Yeah, outside.
Well, what kind of snake was it? Just like a gardener snake?
See, man, and this is that's not the question you asked. What kind of snake? As if you were to answer some not so bad snake, it's okay. But 0 snakes, bro.
I think it was one of those like water moccasins.
See, man.
Yeah, you wanted to see what it was, right?
Yeah,
You don't
No.
no curiosity whatsoever to the. No, he's still like, no, I
No
don't.
City boy,
curiosity.
dude.
Nah, bro. I'm half white, so like I'm a little cautious. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, maybe snake. I don't know snake, but no, I'm not. I'm just. But no, man, that's funny you say that though, because yeah, I don't know what I'd be doing either, because this is life. Like when I'm not DJing weddings, I'm figuring out ways to make them better, or I'm trying to figure out ways for the team for it to be better for them.
Yeah.
Like there's really never a like I'm learning about it. I'm trying to have off days. I'm really trying. It's really hard, but even when I'm off, I'm thinking about okay, what can we do for the next day? And now with AI and stuff, like I'm having
How long are you in that moment though? Like when you're on your off days, you're thinking about work. Like what is making you get out of that mode?
So
Because I struggle with that myself.
dude, honestly, and this came from Justin, bro. Like one day I was trying to balance everything. I was like out with my family, and there was like a call that was coming in. It was like an interview, and like it was one of those moments where I tried to do both, and I tried to like juggle, and you can't. Like you really can't. So to answer your question, I don't stay in there long, and what gets me out of there is my family. So it's like I just had a baby not too long ago, so it's like she doesn't know what I'm doing when I'm not there. So it's like she doesn't know that I'm working on, you know, some new thing for you know, for work or something cool. So I want to be there as much as possible. So my family takes me out of that. And it's like, all right, get out of the work.
The lawnmower's back.
Dude, you couldn't have picked a better time, bro. We got van chats, bro.
I mean,
Who cuts grass at 1:30 in the afternoon?
It's a Saturday.
That's a morning time
That's a
activity.
Saturday.
Yeah. Or evening.
Or
I cut on the you cut in the morning?
It doesn't matter what time.
Doesn't matter.
I cut in the middle of the day, so I'm about right now. About right here. On a Monday.
In the
though.
middle of the day?
Only on
That sun
Mondays.
beating down?
Mm-hmm. Mo Monday, man.
Mo Monday.
Mo Monday.
More Monday, more problems though.
I'm not, dude. To your gardening thing, gardening is hard now, bro.
It's wild, dude.
You get to a certain age where, yeah, I never thought I'd be happy with no headphones in, the hose, and the flowers. All I can hear is the water,
Yeah.
and that's it. Sun's out. No, that's crazy. That's when I knew I was like
Yep.
getting old.
Yep. For sure, dude. I mean, it also comes with homeowner status, though.
Homeowner
Too.
stuff, yeah.
You know.
Tony, what are you doing when you're not
Dude, it's
shooting
family.
movies?
Dude, it's family. Like, it's always work, right? But trying to find that separation of not thinking about work, because when you're working and then you're thinking about family, where do you find that separation?
There
It's
is
so
no.
hard.
They're different.
They are different. They both take work though too, right?
Yeah.
So wearing those hats all at the same time, I struggle with that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just closing that office door and not even looking at it. You
Dude,
know,
I've been hitting the library up, bro.
you got a library card.
I think Steph got me one. 'Cause I don't know, but I just walk into the library. I never asked him for a card or nothing. But dude, the
I
library.
pay taxes.
Yeah, I pay. That's how I go to the library, dude.
My day library.
Get you a little office. You know, you get the little room in there. It's nice, man.
Yeah.
Quiet.
I get a lot done at the library because
Yeah.
at my house, it's like it's nice to know I can work from home. Even when I'm in a different part of my house, like if I hear like the baby crying or like you know my wife's asked for something, it's like I'll stop.
Yeah.
So it's like the library, clutch.
Wait till you're working and then you get the door open
No,
and you see little feet come in.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like Dada, and you're like, well, I gotta turn.
No.
And you just gotta give them all your attention.
Yeah.
And then that just takes you off your course. You come back, you're like, oh, what was I doing?
Right.
And you gotta get back in that
Yeah, it
mindset.
takes 10, 15 minutes to
Yes,
do that.
Exactly.
Hoping by that time the baby's just working for Forella Events. So. You're on the clock. Come on in. Give me some more ideas.
Doing accounting.
Yeah. Figure something out. Make yourself.
Dude, I think a part of what it is too is like when you're like the lead provider at the house, it's like there's just something in your mind that is like always needing to figure out, solve a problem, and think about. And it's a real thing that I struggle with too. And because it could just be something little, right? Like knocked out literally a whole 8-hour workday. And then like, but I didn't finish one thing. I didn't solve one problem, and it's just still just stuck in there. So when I go down, I'm like, the gears are still turning. Like, how do I solve that problem? It's a challenge.
But what's sick is when you do balance it,
Yeah.
it's that is the way, man. Because
Yeah.
like I just over the holiday weekend, like I chilled. It wasn't as much work, and I did take days where I'm just like, it's family only, and that the rejuvenation you get after a weekend like that, you really do hit the ground running.
Yeah.
When you go, back into the hard work week. So,
Dude, yeah, and then you're just able to serve on that big level,
So you mentioned serving. That's a pretty that's a good word, right?
Mhm.
Service is like when you're serving someone, like you're giving your all to that person. So
Yeah.
again, much different than the club and bar scene. So like, what made you decide you wanted to get into the service industry? Because you're into the event space where you really have to serve on a high level.
I mean,
Because it ain't for everybody.
no, it's not. I think it just kind of naturally happened. Like, I mean, I was doing Chrome night. It was a teen club, and my first wedding ever was there.
At Chrome?
Yeah. Yep. At Chrome.
A wedding in Chrome?
Yes, dude. Yeah. So yeah, it was this old barn,
Yeah.
and it had a ton of history before I got there. But when I got there, it was like downstairs was this adult bar, and then upstairs was like a banquet hall, and it's essentially like the root, like it was legit a barn, right? And the upstairs was just like a second bar, but they turned it into this whole banquet center, right? And when they weren't throwing banquets, they would host like teen club parties. So I was 20 years old, and it was my first DJ gig ever, making $50, thinking I was sweet.
We're sweet, boy.
teen clubs,
$50.
yeah. And so the owner of that was like, "Hey, do you want to do weddings?" I was like, "Hell no!" Like, I did not want to touch a microphone, and I knew for that you needed to grab a mic, and I was always afraid of.
Did you hear what he
holding one of
just
these.
said?
Yeah.
He was afraid of holding the microphone. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
So yeah,
No.
I never wanted to get on the mic. I just wanted to be the DJ that was playing the music. But I mean, I was told like, "Hey, if you can get on the mic, you'll up your skills. You could pay more. You can do weddings." So I was like, "All right, I'm gonna do it, dude." And so I don't even remember what I got paid for that wedding. It was probably something stupid like $100-$200. But I'll never forget. I called the bride and groom. I was so nervous. I was like, "And now coming in, the bride and broom." Yeah,
Your first grand entrance.
my first grand entrance, dude.
You don't know about the bride and broom.
Yeah,
boy. You don't
dude.
know about that.
And it was crazy. I was so nervous, right? Because like I've never done this before, but it was a perfect setup for me because like there was like a DJ booth upstairs, and like I was away from like nobody could see me when I was on the mic. So I'm like, I just gotta say what I gotta say. Like I could like literally be reading from a computer right here, and I still messed it up. But they were super chill about it. So I did that, and then I remember I called the father-daughter dance. This isn't that bad, but looking back at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. I was like, and now for the daddy-daughter dance. Like,
Oh, dude, hey, every once in a while, I might, throw on a daddy-daughter. Because it's what it is, bro. It is the daddy-daughter.
Is it like a don't do that? 'Cause
No, it's just...
I don't feel like it's weird.
it feels to me that's more
There's
like
a dance. There's a daddy-daughter
Yeah,
dance for,
of
like,
course.
grown daddies.
yes, and like young, you like your 3-4-year-old daughter
Yeah.
that you go to,
sure.
right? So,
But
but yeah,
doesn't sound too bad, though. So the dad's, like, probably thinking about the
Right.
daughter like that anyways.
yeah,
So he's trying to be like, it's my dad. It's my...
yeah,
I'm the daddy.
Yeah.
It's the daughter.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yep.
First one. When was it? Where was this? Did you say it was at Chrome?
it was at Chrome.
That's
Yep.
insane.
So it was at
Okay.
Chrome. I think that was the only one I ever did there.
Is that venue still open?
No,
Oh, I was gonna say maybe we can go back one day.
nope. I mean, maybe I might be able to talk to Rob. I haven't talked to him in forever, but
You just buy Chrome.
just buy Chrome. I think he still got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still better than the DJ that we dealt with a couple weeks ago.
Oh my gosh.
We'll get into that later. But yeah, no, it's still.
What?
We can get into it now.
Yeah, get into it now.
So this is kind of like, this is a perfect example of having one team that handles everything, right? Like having a DJ, photo, video team all working together as one can make a huge difference, because this couple unfortunately did not go through us with DJ. They just hired photo, video, and it was
It was a day. No, I mean, it was a day, and I don't say that lightly. Like, there's so many parts to this day that just make you scratch your head. But we'll just go with the DJ side because that's what we're getting into. Just the quick points. He didn't announce the bride and groom walking into the venue. The
Sick.
crowd of like 41 people didn't know what was going on, so it was really awkward. The couple didn't know what to do. I mean, when you guys are about to do the grand entrance, they're always meeting with the bridal party, meeting with everybody, making sure names are correct. So another reason why having a team is so good, to make sure all these checks and balances happen. Then they came in, did cake cutting, which was once again really awkward. Got into dinner, didn't know who was eating first. Bride and groom, obviously. I think that's context clues.
Wait, there hasn't been an announcement yet? So they just walked in, started doing all this stuff?
Cake cutting, and it gets way
Wait,
And a photo video team's absolute worst nightmare here in a second.
Okay.
We got into dinner, they all ate. Audie and I finally sat down to eat, and we slowly look up, and we see the DJ walking past us with the mic. And you ever see Stand By Me when they're running from the train, and they're like, oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
We're like, shit. And the DJ goes, well, this is the father bride giving a prayer after dinner. After dinner. And I'm like, you get up, you start filming and shooting whenever you can. And we sat back down and we're like, all right. So I went up to the DJ and I was like, dude, when something like this happens, you have to like keep us in the loop.
That's huge.
You just can't just be like, oh, okay, like here it is. Which I'm pretty sure he was trying his best, but like communication is so important. Once again, why having one team helps your day flow so much easier and takes the stress away from being a bride and groom because there's a lot of stuff going on. But you called them broom and gride. Well, how'd you say it?
Gride and broom.
Gride and broom is still better than a DJ not even announcing these two people on their special day. So,
man,
it's all about who you hire.
Yeah, and I think that's the difference because like there's different like types of DJs, right? Like some DJs are bar and club DJs. And to ask them to do a wedding if they have no wedding experience is a totally different ball game, right? Like me, right? Like I came from the bar and club and like I introduced them as a bride and broom, and you know, so like, and to know all those little nuances of like, hey, I should be letting the wedding party know what's happening so they don't go in there looking confused. I should give a heads up to the photo video team so that they're ready to capture these moments appropriately, right? And that's all part of your job as a professional wedding DJ is like you're kind of the captain if there isn't a wedding planner there, you know.
You'd be surprised how many questions DJs get that are so technically far removed from the job description of a DJ. You know, in its basic form, at its core, a DJ is supposed to play music and make sure people are happy while you're playing it. Yeah. And a hired DJ plays the music that you like. That's really the core, right? A wedding DJ, it's like that brings a whole different, like they are kind of DJs / coordinators / you know, sound engineers / I mean, MCs and MCing is like, there's levels of importance with what we're doing here. It's like, do you want to get into what's important versus what, you know, for the most top priority, you got to be reliable, right? Show up to the wedding. Number one. I've done weddings where, some people just don't show up. Some vendors just don't show up or they show up really late. So show up. Number two, be likable.
Yeah.
So that's on the mic. You're going to have to be likable, but just be likable as a person overall. Then MCing. That's number three. We haven't even talked about playing music yet. Then you got to MC, right? So just what that DJ didn't do, they didn't MC. No one knew what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
Right. And then DJ.
Yep.
DJing is like the last thing.
Yeah, that is honestly the order of importance. And like another role that the DJ has to play is just the diplomat, right? Like
I hate that role.
For sure.
I hate that role.
I'm so glad I'm not in that role.
Because it's like there's so many expectations when it comes to weddings, right? Like it's not just the couple, it's also their parents. Sometimes it's
their
two sets of parents, right? Aunts,
party,
uncles,
divorced parents.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So and it's like we map out this game plan with the couple that they weren't really brought in on, and so like they kind of bring their expectations to us the day of, and it's like you got to kind of play the diplomat of, I want to respect your wishes, but I also got to play off of what the couple wants. And it's tough because, I mean, what's the line I just heard last weekend? Well, I paid for this thing, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like,
What do you say?
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Like you did ultimately, right? This if you know whoever's paying for it, they do have to say, right? You're a paid worker. But it's like we have a lot of things in place to be like, well, the responsibility is going to fall on you then. So like, right?
yeah, I mean, my kind of thought is like, you paid for it, but I think we signed the contract with your kids. So we're kind of contracted to them. But again, it's a balance, right? Like today we've got a situation where the bride, so a couple of our team members are DJing, and while we're able to record this podcast, but the dad hit us up with a surprise this week that he wants to do a surprise song, right? He wants to do a surprise song.
So what it is yeah, he wants to give his speech, and right before his speech, he's saying something along the lines of like, I can't really put this into words best, but this song can. He played the song for a couple seconds, then he goes into his speech.
Okay, so a bit of a surprise thing, right? That the couple's not expecting.
Sure.
And on the bride's planning forms, we asked them that question because we've ran into this situation before where the surprises have not been met with excitement. And so we asked a question in our planning forms is, do you want us to take on surprises from guests? And we give them a few options there. One is, what is one? Absolutely not. Two is, yes, any surprises are okay. Three, please ask us first.
Yeah, and what he wants to do is like walks the line of all of the all of the potential options of surprises that there could be. Like there's a song dedication talking point in that paragraph, and it's like this teeters the line of a song dedication. So it's like it's gray, right? So it's gray, but and we probably the only ones that care. Yeah. Like we're probably the only ones that we're talking about it in the van. Like we clearly care about it. But at the end of the day, you never know how your couple could be. Our couple could literally go right to that question after that happens, be like, I said no surprises. Right?
Yeah.
It's like we called that. We called that dad.
Yeah.
It's like, hey man, look, I know what you want. I know what you're asking for. I know that you paid.
Yeah.
I know all of that. But we do, and I told him exactly that. We have a question that talks about surprises. So she said she didn't want any surprises. She goes, I know. I know that. But I'm sure I know this will be fine. And if there's any problems, then it's on me. And I'm like,
can I get that in writing?
Well, what I ended up telling the guy was like, hey, this came from like the top. So like if we have more questions and we aren't sitting well with it, we'll reach back out to you.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay.
Yeah. And sometimes it's just about like reading the room too.
Yeah.
Right? Because like not just reading the room during dancing and having the right songs, but like for moments like that, like father-daughter dance, right? Sometimes we get hit with, hey, we want to cut this song short. Like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. But then come the day of, they're out there just having this moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
I never do that anymore, dude.
Yeah. So it's like, one, pre-planning, like you want to do as much pre-planning as possible, but you also want to read the room, read what's happening in front of you. You don't want to just be looking at your computer. Like you want to see what's happening and change directions if needed. Like, dude, this just happened the other week too. The bride and groom said for their first dance, they want to play the whole song on their forms. Clearly says that. During their first dance, bride's looking at me going like this.
Oh no, my heart just dropped for you.
I know, right?
No.
So what do you interpret that as?
I know, right? Is that keep going? Or does that wrap it up?
Finish, right?
Is it keep it going? Because like it was at a point of the song where it sounded like, you know, the song, it was kind of going into the breakdown and it kind of was like doing a natural volume fade. So I was like, does she think I'm stopping the song right now? Like, and I'm like, or does she want me to end it? Like, is she about to throw up? Like, I don't know what's, I don't know what's going through her mind, So I'm like, I double checked the sheet because I'm like, I'm pretty sure she said she wants the whole song.
Sweating.
Here. And I am sweating, dude. But you still got to keep your cool.
Yeah, sure.
Because you don't want like the crowd to be like, oh, this DJ's messing up. Look at this idiot.
It's gonna make you sweat even more.
Right, yeah.
More nervous.
So I'm just I'm like, it says full song, so I'm like, I'm gonna let it go. And sure enough, they go throughout the whole song. It was great. And then afterwards, I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know what you wanted. Like, she's like, no, I'm so glad you kept going. Like, I was getting self-conscious out there, but like, I'm so glad you kept going. I was like, oh gosh, okay.
Had you not been looking up, dude, like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even have caught that.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
Dude,
For
that
sure.
is,
That's still insane how many hats you guys wear. Like when it just says DJ, I don't think people realize what you guys put into the job from the very start. Like just meeting them even at bridal shows,
Yeah.
you know, leads that pop in, all the way to like the last dance, the last song.
Mm-hmm.
All that work, I didn't think it was that much either. Like photo, video, yeah, you shoot, then you edit, right, and then you deliver. But you guys, it's all in one day, but there's so much pressure, and you guys
To get it right.
hold that exactly. So like you guys are directors, you guys are producers as well. Like those surprises that you guys do, MCing, all those things are great things to even ask your DJs if you're looking for one. Like ask these questions too, because you'll get some pretty surprising answers. Like, oh, we've never done that. Well, I mean, these guys have. They know how to do all those situations that really make your day stress-free as possible.
Yeah, that's a great point. Like, you should ask your question, like, how would you handle this situation? If my mom's coming up to you requesting the chicken dance, and I said no chicken, dance, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Can't play it. Can't do it.
Dude, that's hilarious.
There is an art to that. What I would say to any aspiring DJs out there or couples request their DJ do this is like, hey, because you don't want to offend the person requesting the song, but you also want to respect the couple's wishes. So what we train our DJs on is like, hey, I know that's a great song. I just have, even if you don't believe it is, sometimes you got to tell a little white lie. And you say, hey, you know what? Love the request. There's just a lot of songs that the couple want to get through. If I can get through those, I'll try and get that on. And a lot of times that works. Sometimes it doesn't. A lot of times it does.
I just say that song is ass. and I can't play it. This song sucks. And if we play it, the whole dance floor is over. It'll be your fault.
He does not do that.
No, no, man. But it's funny that is the standard, right? That's the standard that we do. And like sometimes that don't work.
No.
Like sometimes you can be as
Right. Especially if it's 11:15.
11:15, you know, you got the entitled groomsman or the uncle that swears up and down that Love Shack.
It's 12 Jack and Cokes and
12 Jack and Cokes in. He's got the blue dress shirt. He's got the black. There's a guy. We've all seen it. We all know it.
Spot him from a mile away.
Yep, smell
Just
him.
walking right up to you.
Smells like a straight pack of Marlboros. Probably has a Coors Light in his hand. Dude, we know the guy. But then you do play the song, right? And it works. I hate when it works, bro. I hate when it works.
Dude.
You play the freaking song. You know your professional opinion, this is not gonna fly.
Yeah.
But this uncle just knows the right 4 or 5 people that like this song.
Yeah.
It's gonna make it look way cooler than what it is. And then they all go out there and they're just like, see? Oh man. Then I usually just lean into that, like, you're the DJ, bro. You come on over here and you can do it. And they're like, no, I don't want to go any further than that. But sorry, that was a rant tangent. But that's what happens.
No, dude. That's
Requests
so
are
funny.
huge, man. That's a big part of it too, because as much as it's your wedding, right? As much as it's the couple's wedding, it's just as much their guests' event and their family's event. So when you can take care of everybody, like I know we're not in the business to please everybody, but with music, usually you can do that, because there's like your generic, everyone likes these, right? Which you start in the beginning.
Yeah.
And take care of all of your family members, everybody that traveled from, wherever. But then as the night progresses, it's more your music,
Right.
what you're into. But have that conversation.
Right. Yeah. Set those
Have that
expectations.
conversation with your guests.
Yeah.
Hey, I did a wedding a couple weeks ago where it was on their sheet for us where it was like at 9:15, very specific time. We're turning this into a club. I think it was even on their like day of itineraries, like on their tables, like 9:15. we're turning up. And it's funny because at 9:15, I went from Pitbull and Kesha to Skrillex and whatever else. And like, sure enough, some people got up and they made their way out.
They knew what time
They
it
knew
was.
what time it was, but that's great. You know, you want to have that conversation so that
Yeah.
your guests aren't like,
Yeah.
what's happening?
Right.
So, and then it's still your wedding. Still, you know, unapologetically your wedding. Right?
Yeah, for sure. No, that's 100% it, because it's like, it's your day. You want to get the most out of your day. You want to have your moments, but you also want to give your guests a little bit of time out there too. So I think that's the balance that you need to be thinking about when it comes to planning out the music and the timing of that for the dance floor. So, but yeah, I want to talk about video too, because I feel like Tony downplayed the role of photo video.
Tony,
No, I didn't want to
Tony
downplay it.
tends to downplay much about Tony.
No, it wasn't so much a downplay. It just things you don't think about that goes into the role of what you're
Of
going
a
to do.
DJ, yeah.
Yeah. No, believe me, photo video has its own
Because you only get one shot at it too,
One shot.
right?
ceremony.
Do
first
not miss your
dancers,
chance to blow, bro.
Yeah.
First kiss. You know, when couples want to do first looks, you don't ever want to screw that up,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're always asking like, hey, where's so and so going to be? I need to make sure like they're always turned around. Good way, keep your eyes closed. You're never going to see her or him, whatever you're doing. But and then who's going to be a part of that first look? Sometimes they want it to be a private moment. Sometimes they want family members involved. And you just want to be able to paint that picture for them exactly how you see it from like the outside looking in. So
Yeah.
there's that. But yeah, definitely ceremony. And let's go with the uncle guy or the guy with the cutoff or the
blue,
polo.
specific blue dress shirt.
They are always in the aisle taking a video or pictures with their Samsung Galaxy 24 that zooms all the way to the moon.
It's usually a Samsung too.
But they don't want to see you. Sit down. Stay seated.
Yeah.
Just stay seated.
Mm-hmm.
Seated. I can't. That's
We struck a chord with Tony.
Yeah.
It happened a few weeks ago, dude. And I seen it, and like he was right next to Audie, dude. It was Audie and then him, and my camera was down there, and I'm like, "What are you?"
Is his phone like in the frame of the?
Oh, it's arm and like hand and cut off. I'm like, thank God I have 3 other angles.
Yeah.
You know, we can cut back, but they don't want to see the angle every time. Like, but no, I mean back to all the hats. Like with video, you got to think about lighting, you got to think about audio. Then you have anxiety if those things are on, so you double check those numerous times. You know, but there's so much, and then it doesn't stop there. We're back in the edit suite, and we're doing all the photos, and we're doing all the videos, and then you send them out.
See, I feel like they got it worse.
Yeah. They got to work after the
Yeah.
wedding,
See,
right?
once
Like, they
we're
got-
done, it's
Yeah.
like,
once the night's over, we're done. They still got
yeah.
30, 40 hours after. So, and all the other hats too. Like Audie's told me stories about how she stepped in and helped with hair, and you know,
Oh, yeah.
It
also,
was the same wedding with the
yeah,
with the DJ that wasn't a DJ.
yeah. And those are what we call plus ones here at Forella Events, is doing anything outside the job description to make the day go smoother, which will ultimately, hopefully, make the pictures and photos better too. Because like you're also kind of low-key coordinators in a way too. Before
High key coordinators, dude. I look to photo and video for a lot of my like direction on my night because like you're dealing with the sun.
yeah,
Like, okay, when are you trying to do this? And as long as we communicate, bro, it's straight.
But that's the key. That's the key to any successful wedding vendor team.
yeah,
Is key.
Communication.
Like there's gonna have problems are gonna arise, you know, but it's how are we going to find solutions to those problems? How are you going to communicate with the people involved with those problems? And then moving forward, just it's some of the stuff's not intentional. You know, some things are out of people's hands.
yeah.
Right,
Like a medical emergency.
Yeah, we had that one too. Like we were waiting to do the sunset photos at the carousel that we
Yeah.
couldn't get to, and bride and groom couldn't leave because one of their guests were having a medical emergency, and it's like
He's great. He's fine.
oh yeah, he drank too much sugar or something.
Yeah.
I think he was a diabetic.
You can't be drinking sugar, bro. It's all sorts of bad.
We're not sure what it was, but he's okay. But
But still, it was a scary thing, and like we had to. It changed the timeline, right? Because I think we were initially planning to do those after dinner, right? Like we were planning to do the intimates after dinner,
yeah, exactly.
and we switched it before.
We had to,
Yeah.
because time was just of the essence at that point.
Right. Yeah.
But that's another thing with the vendor team as well.
Mhm.
Being able to, what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah,
Coordinate
Coordinate,
it.
yeah.
No, that's not what I'm looking for. Drawing a
Call an
total
audible.
blank. Yeah, calling an audible, I guess. Being able to,
It's pivoting, bro. It's
definitely pivoting in my mind right now. Yeah.
but you got to do it with grace too, man. You got to pivot and make it look like you're not pivoting. You're
Right.
just, let's just do this.
Going with the flow.
Going with the flow,
Why was that
man.
so hard to figure out? Yes, going with the flow and figuring out the timeline and seeing if you can move things around.
Because weddings are rarely are
Rarely.
they exactly like what's on paper.
Yeah.
So you should just kind of go into your event preparing to pivot.
Yep.
For whatever reasons. We're in Michigan, weather. I don't know. Catering, dude. People other vendors that are late.
Family that's late. Traffic.
Hair and makeup took longer.
Yeah. Family doesn't like each other.
Dress broke.
Family doesn't want to
Yep.
be at the wedding. Brides that don't want to be at the wedding. I mean, we've seen,
Oh yeah.
and you just have to be like, I look at it as like, I'm there to save the day in
Yes.
any way
Right.
that I can. If it's
Yep.
only through music, then
Mhm.
I will play the best music that you've ever heard, but if it's just, I mean, I've had to, again, doing a +1,
Yeah.
like I've walked crying brides from the venue to their car to bring gifts to, because like there was a fight at the wedding or like something happened or like maybe their perfect night didn't go the way that they envisioned it. So it's like, what do you do, man? What do you do in those situations? There's always an area you can +1 at. There's always a place where you can kind of overserve, man. Because like at the end of the day, she might not have remembered what we did, but she's gonna remember like afterwards it was all said and done. Man, he actually helped me to my car or something like that. And we don't. I don't know. We don't do it for those reasons. Like you don't do it just so that
Right.
you can get a +1. But like I don't know. I think it's just being a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see someone who needs help, you help
Yeah.
them. You're not like,
Right.
well, I'm clocked out.
Right.
It's just you
Yeah,
help
for
'em.
sure. And I mean, the other thing is like we do this every weekend.
Every
So
weekend,
we got
yeah.
the expertise and the experience to guide them. Like,
Mhm.
hey, I think this would be the best route to go.
And whatever it is.
Yeah, for sure. So it's just nice to have that trusted vendor team. It's all working together. Again, I know we go back here, but I think those are my favorite weddings to work.
Yeah.
When it's all of us, like, honestly, my favorite. And of course, we got photo, video friends in the industry that we
Sure.
love working with too. Yeah, and it's great, but like those are my favorite ones when it's like the vendor team that you're working with, like those are the best. So like honestly, if you don't have like one solid team that's gonna be doing it, like take your photographer's advice for their preferred vendors because
Yeah, big yeah.
that
great
can
point.
make a huge difference because they work every weekend too, right? So they know how a great DJ or a great vendor in a specific category can make your day smoother and their job easier and will help you get better shots
Yeah.
from that, So that's the tip I would say too is like trust your preferred vendors from venues, photographers, whoever. I would definitely trust those.
Yeah, because I mean, 9 times out of 10, we all have a common goal. So
Yeah.
we just want to serve on the highest level. And when we find other vendor friends or frienders, it's like rowing in the same direction. Once you realize, you're going to put this to the side or that to the side, or you're not going to complain about this or that. You're just there to serve. It makes our job easier. Plus, if things are going a little pear-shaped, a little sideways, you have someone to look at
Yeah.
to where they know, like, you got it together. This is just some weird freak thing.
All right, guys. I think that that about wraps it up for today. Appreciate you guys putting this together and joining here. Shout out Tony for handling all the film and Anthony for
Showing up.
showing up.
You did a production. You did pre-production.
Yeah, you did
Yeah.
pre-production.
I just show up, bro.
Like, wait, what did you do again?
I ask myself that question every day.
No, he's the glue. He runs the whole show here. But thank you guys too for watching. First episode of Van Chats here. More to come. We got a busy season, but we're definitely going to get in here again soon, and we can't wait for that one. So thanks again. Bye, guys.
Peace.
See ya.